How's everyone doing today? I'm going to be talking about a movie called M3gan 2.0. I went to see this in a cinema with my friend today, and can I just talk about how empty the cinema was? When me and my friend walked in through, we were going to the movie, and the cinema was like a barren wasteland. It's like the wastelands in like Fallout 4, bro. I'm surprised that Deathclaw didn't, pop out and attack me and just maul me to death. Like, holy shit. We went into the theater, there was no one there. I was like, I'm inside my own bedroom. I felt like I could just scream like slurs, like I could just scream the N-word or just say the most outrageous shit in there. It really did feel like that. There's barely anyone there, but then when we were sitting down, we got our seats, two more people came in, and that was about it though. There's like only two more people in there. In the theater, we're in like on the row of seats that we were on, it's like there's no one there. It's like we had our own little fucking caterpillar of seats, like, you know. So I watched the movie, and I'm not gonna lie. Before the trailer came out, when I heard about M3gan 2.0, I thought I was gonna do some shit like some horror, but it's gonna be like scarier. And I seen the trailer, I was thinking, she had like these fucking cool scenes in it where she's cosplaying as Bruce Lee and just kicking ass. She's some fucking, I don't know, assassin droid or some shit. And I thought it was gonna like incorporate some fucking horror into that or something, but no, watching the movie, it was really just like some action comedy movie, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit disappointing when I first started. I was like, fuck, why they stray away from horror? Like, you know, it's like fucking Sony, instead of making the PlayStation 6, they make a blender. Like, oh, that's so random. Like, well, just take the thing that made you successful, but I guess they're trying to experiment. I don't know. But I thought it was still pretty decent. The fight choreography was pretty great. There's just scenes of like, there's an outrageous scene actually. Well, it wasn't outrageous, a bit ridiculous convoluted. So basically, the main girl from the last movie who lost her parents, who basically just became an orphan, no mom, no dad. She was taken to this like martial arts thing. So, I don't know, she's socialized more, make more friends or something, I can't remember. And there's this scene where they're fighting this guy, and she gets the signal to, like, basically beat this guy up, but then she's, like, hanging off the edge of the balcony at the main villain's holding her over, and he, like, bends her arm and breaks it, like, it fucking turns it into a right angle. And it's like, bro, a little kid doing that, that's a bit crazy. And I think the main villain for this movie, Amelia, I think it was, at the start she kind of looked like M3gan. It was like, damn, did M3gan get plastic surgery? Did she do whole makeover? She like, make a different character, like, but no, it was just a completely different character. And I thought the fight scene between them two was great. I really like the idea of just two AIs just fighting each other. They're like both trying to hate each other. They're both pretty slick as well. They're both reading each other like open books. I thought that was pretty cool. They're both able to see like why each other are attacking, because they're AI. They're gonna be able to predict. They're gonna be able to see somewhat into the future. I thought the comedy of this movie was pretty good as well. There were some parts that made me laugh. I didn't really think the comedy would land that much in the movie. I was thinking the action would still be great as long as the action is great. But yeah, I didn't really think the comedy was. I thought it was better than I expected it to be. Now, I really couldn't tell you any of the. I couldn't really give you any examples. I can't really remember. Also, I noticed in the movie as well that the main character Gemma, she like I swear at the start she's like hating fucking M3gan, and then towards the end she's like, oh shit, I like you, I fuck with you. Like when she came back on her Word document, right, she popped into her like laptop. Jim was like, oh, we're best friends, so what's the next plan of action? We're gonna go on this Dora the Explorer adventure. Like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna take them swiper. It's kind of weird and out of nowhere. Oh yeah, I was talking about the main villain earlier on. The main villain was Amelia. It was this guy, I can't remember, it was like Ronaldo or some shit. Like, bro used to be a football player, and now he's just controlling evil robots for a living. Oh yeah, that was the thing I wanted to get onto. I kind of forget. I was there thinking, I kind of said all I said about swim, but then I remember, no, I really want to talk about that. And I don't know, like, I thought it would have been so much more better. I think I'm glad that they went with the rule of the robot, like the Amelia finding out she has consciousness. She's not someone else's little, doll. She's not their little fucking child on a leash. And I'm glad she like fucking killed your man. She just like the way she was standing behind your man was like Michael Myers. Like she was there fucking, she's just staring at him. She's there giving him like a death stare, like letting him know, yeah, I exist. I'm about to kill you. And then she just like comes out carrying her arm like a souvenir, like, oh yeah, I'm just taking something with me. I also like how in this movie it wasn't horror, but they did try and do some horror sometimes. Like there were other scenes where there's a scene where she was fighting these soldiers, I think, and there's like darkness, and she kind of leaped out of the darkness like a rabid dog or some shit. Dog's gonna bite your dick out and give you rabies, and she was like done the fucking four-legged galloping like a spider and a horse. Like if some spider and horse had sex and then gave birth to that, she was like galloping, but she's also like a spider at the same time. That was pretty good. And there's also this other scene which was a bit which was a bit random, I guess. It wasn't as good as the one with the galloping, but she kind of just like she was fighting, but then she got knocked the fuck out. She was like, she got the shit bit over. She got zapped over like by a gang of fucking people who think they were electros. They're just going at it. They looked like they were so into it as well. They looked like they were fucking beating up their boss because their boss got free labor out of them at a construction site and were basically using them as builder slaves. Like a bunch of fucking handy-mandies being treated like illegal fucking refugees. Just using them and keeping them working for free. And like that's how they were beating the shit out of M3gan. The soldiers were. And then when they were done with her, she kind of just it's like she was asleep and she woke up from a nap and her breakfast was beating the shit out of these guys. But not before she done this. She stood up and she sort of just stared down. She like done some look away, like she had a disfigured face or some shit, and she like had her hair down covering her face. It's kind of like, I feel like it's a reference, a throwback to like the Ring House of Marrow. Just, basically use her hair as a mask. Like, if, fuck using a COVID mask, I could just use my hair, type shit like that. And she's kind of doing that to them, and then she just mauled them. I thought, stuff like that was pretty cool. There's one thing I kind of want to point out that I didn't get. I'm not sure if they've done this on purpose. I'm not sure if they've done this ironically. But there was a part in the movie where Gemma and M3gan were having a conversation, and then M3gan's trying to find out why Gemma hates her ass. And then Gemma was like, I can't even remember her fucking reasons, but then it got to a point where M3gan started singing her song or some shit, and she thought that would like calm down Gemma. And it's just sort of out of nowhere. It's like she thought she could just, go from serious to, yes, we're at a Taylor Swift concert, start screaming, wanting her to sign paper or some shit. It's like, nah. It's just so out of nowhere. It kind of went on for a bit long, and I thought it was kind of goofy and a bit funny. He's like, oh no, you don't understand me, I was like, shoot him down, but I get back up, stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the movie. That I pretty much said all I wanted to say about the film. The fight choreography is good, the action is good, some of the comedy was hitting, but there's some parts I didn't like about it. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy this video. Please do leave a like, subscribe, appreciate it, and I'll see you next one. See you later, have a good one. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm out the way, yeah, I'm low, okay. Yeah, the island right here is remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper.